Alright everybody, so I had a request on how to use cheat engine files for Dragon's Dogma, namely the bigger bust one. So I'll just show you really quick. This will take a minute because my game takes a little while to load. Having E and B installed, whether E and Boost is enabled or not, does increase loading times by a bit, so I apologize for that. I'll get right into it. So you'll just open up the game like normal. Um, yeah. So if you have E and Boost enabled, you cannot tab out of the game normally unless you do it before the game actually starts up. If you do not have E and Boost enabled, you can tab out at any time to do this, but I have to do it at a certain period of time. You'll notice the game's kind of loading right now. And see how my arrow showed up? Now I can tab out. Give it just a minute here. So now that the game is running, you'll open up Dragon's Dogma. And if you have my files from my cleaner female body mod, you'll go to File and hit Load. There's the bigger bust file. It's loaded up. Now you'll come down here with the numbers that pop up and go to the values and right click it and hit Browse this memory region. That'll pull this up. And if you have both my files that I had on there, you go to Load Memory Region and another file called the CEM will pop up and you double click that and then you hit OK. You'll see the values flash red, which means they changed. You open up your game. Now, I'll backtrack a little bit here. Since I did that before the game actually loaded, the changes that I just made will be applied. If you were in game or in the character creator, you would have to adjust something for the game to load it in. So change one of the sliders or unequip, re-equip something in the game if you're like actually in play. So this is going to load up. I have a cheat thing enabled that allows me to access my character creator through the manual. This will take a little bit of time to load. I should also note, in case you didn't know, since this isn't a... Oh, looks like I got a crash. Let's try that again. Every once in a while they'll do that on me when I add new files in. So I didn't have to make this 18 plus. I put the underwear back on. So it might have just been adjusting there. So now I'll actually have to do it again here. Wrong button, Alt Tab. There we go. So see how this is actually probably a good thing. If your game does crash or you load out of it, I was about to say you have to do it every time since it's not just a straight up model edit. So see how these are question marks now. I will have to reopen the game. Keep the current. Browse memory region. Oh, it's over here. Forgot. Load it again. Boom. And that's what you'll have to do pretty much every time the game turns off because it's not permanent. And if you try to edit the actual .exe without the use of cheat engine, your game will try to verify its installation and reset all your files and any mods that you may have. So that's why we do it with cheat engine. One of these days, someone will hopefully figure out actual model editing and then we'll have it made. Let's try this again. Hopefully this works and doesn't crash this time. Now you see the struggles that I have to deal with. It will only actually take this long if you have ENB or ENBoost installed. Just having the skin mods and having Cheat Engine enabled will not increase your loading times this much and shouldn't make your game crash like this. I just have a lot of different mods plus ENBoost and ENB installed and HD stuff for just about everything. I even have it for like the hair and the character creator, which I'll be releasing later, so it's a lot for the game to process and adjust to sometimes. There we go. So since I had the cheat engine files loaded up this time, you will notice that her bust is a little bit more full and round than it normally is for this setting. And then if you put it to the maximum setting, they'll be a little bit overly large. As you can see, they kind of stand out too far, make kind of a weird platform. Doesn't look terrible, but they are a little bit off. If she was actually nude, you'd notice they look a little bit more blocky, so I typically tend to go with this. It's not too far off and looks pretty decent standing straight on. And yeah, that is how you use those cheat engine files. That's how you use pretty much any file that works like that. I hope this was helpful. Yeah, go ahead and leave it at that. See you guys later.